All right, so let's just start with this because it's the first thing I wrote down because I really wanted to get the opinion of our favorite guys, Kyle, our favorite Falcons fans, Kyle and Handy. You guys, after all of this, after the year you've had and how we've heard you guys, well, I know we've heard Handy every week, Kyle. We haven't heard you talk every week about this, but I know you got a lot to say. The Falcons can actually clinch the NFC South with a win and a Tampa Bay loss. How is that possible? And what is going on there, guys? Let's hear it.
So two scenarios. Falcons win. I think Arthur Smith should get fired, regardless. Falcons lose, Arthur Smith still gets fired. Either way, I think Arthur Smith should get fired. Now, the Falcons, if they were to go and win this game, like it makes no sense. Like, sure, I know you want to play to win. Like, no team goes out there to just to tank. Like, that's not what you're supposed to do in the NFL. Fair enough. Right. But like what are you doing? Like, all you're gonna do is hurt your draft capital at that point. Like, we already know Desmond Ridder isn't the guy. We know we're not gonna run with Taylor Heineke more than a backup. What's the point now at this point? So, yeah, no, I think, first of all, regardless if the Falcons want to win it, I think the Saints still win. I think the Saints beat us. I hate saying that, but there's no point to it. Like, we need an overhaul. We have very good pieces on our team. It's just it was bad coaching, bad management decisions, and we need to get rid of our, like, to be quite honest, we need to get rid of our owner, our head coach, and we need to get rid of our quarterback. So, us winning this game, we have no business doing that. And personally, I want him out. I want him out. I want Ridder out, and I want to continue with the rebuild because we've made a lot of good moves. Like, we have a solid running duo now, that's fine. Wide receiver, we're good there too. Yeah. Like, tight end, Kyle Pitts is still like on average, a little bit below average, but yeah, man, I don't know. I'm super pessimistic about the Falcons right now. So
very.
I have a question, real quickly. A legitimate question. Is it Ridder, or is just that they don't have a system for him? I'm being cautious because I remember, again, the past few seasons, that's been the same conversation about Justin, even though I don't agree. But is it Ridder? Is he the problem, or is it just the system he's in? Like, do you really want to just throw him away like that? Like, you know what I mean?
It's a two-headed dragon. They're both the issue. Like, one doesn't outweigh the other, in my opinion. Ridder is an issue, and Arthur Smith is an issue. Like, and I would say, like, they're equally the issue right now at the point. Like, you can't fix one without getting rid of the other.
Literally.
I just don't know if you like want to just throw away your, rookie quarterback so quickly. That's all.
He's still on his rookie deal, Kyle. No.
Well, that's exactly it. It's a rookie deal, though. That's the point. Is to see if it works out. It's like you're going to play football with training wheels, right? We took off the training wheels. Guess what? You got to go back on the training wheels.
Well, not only that, you get guys that come in on their rookie deal. And some of those guys are literally, after spending their rookie, the portion of their rookie deal with a team like Atlanta has been, they're not the same no matter where they go. You could take them and put them, like, you could probably take Ridder right now and put him in San Francisco, and he'd be sitting on the bench after a couple of games. He might be sitting after a couple of quarters.
I honestly think that people should learn from. I'm gonna throw up a little bit in my mouth saying this, but they gotta learn from Green Bay. Because the reason, and it proves the point. Because look at Jordan Love, right? I never hated the guy, and I remember people wanted him gone, and I'm like, bro, he never played a full season. He's not a rookie, but he's playing. But you're not gonna start Jordan Love over Aaron Rodgers. That doesn't make any sense. But their system for handing on the baton to the next quarterback is unmatched, to me, in my opinion. And I feel like that's who people should learn from. I think that they should look at the way they make sure, because remember, Aaron was upset when they picked Jordan Love, but it's because they're like, we're not going to start him yet, but he's going to be behind you for like 3 seasons before we start him. And I feel like that makes the most sense to me, is to draft your future while you still have a capable quarterback that could lead the team. You know what I mean? Like, that makes the most sense to me.
Touché.
And I don't know why more teams don't follow that formula, because it just makes hella sense to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but I'm just saying that it's surprising to me that not more teams follow that, because it makes sense to me, right? I don't know.
I get it. Go ahead, Andy. What were you going to say?
In order to do that, though, Delilah, you have to have one of two things in place. You either have to have a very good coaching staff, or you have to have a front office that knows what they're doing. And Atlanta has neither.
Right. No, I agree with that part. No, you're right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, owners,
right.
maybe.
You got to talking about that. When was Favre drafted? Favre was drafted in the 90s, right?
Yes.
Early 90s by, early 90s
early 90s.
92?
Yeah.
92, 93? 93, something like that.
So you're talking about a franchise that's had three starting quarterbacks in 30 years. And that is impressive.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Green Bay also good or mediocre. I don't think they've ever been really bad on that time frame. Good or mediocre.
Not in the last 30 years they haven't, right? But
Green Bay has maintained that same business model, and they've tweaked it a little bit here or there to make it work when it didn't
91. Thank you, Sean.
And thank you, Sean. And and that's the thing. Atlanta just does not have that. If Atlanta had the same
I forgot that Atlanta drafted.
No, I knew that Atlanta drafted him, but I just didn't remember the year.
Mr. Spencer, thank you. Appreciate that.
For rubbing it in more, right? Thank you for rubbing it in more.
Right there. Right. You know how sometimes when it get real hot and your skin crack right there on your elbow, Sean, is just right there with the salt.
Hey, Sean, where's Washington drafting again? I believe it's second overall right now. Is that where you're at, Sean? Wow. Correct me if I'm wrong, though.
Shots fired.
We can look at the mock draft right now, Sean, if you want.
Oh,
Shots fired. Shots fired. Kyle comes on and just blows it up. Happy New Year, Sean. Take that.
Don't love Sean, I promise.
But I was going to tack on to what Delilah was saying too. Is good. I think with Green Bay, what they're doing with the quarterback is the old school mentality. You bring somebody in, you keep them underneath, you're training them for a couple of years, and you get them ready to go. The thing is so many teams now are run like a business. And you get a year, 2 years, and if it makes more sense to cut them, because I looked it up, Ritter's only getting $1.2 million a year. They'll earn that in advertising, so it doesn't make any sense to keep them. Unlike my team, who's going to be paying our guy $87 million over the next 2 years to play for someone else. So I mean, I think that's the thing. Too many teams are not holding on to people they don't work out, and two, because Delilah and I have talked about this, is the square peg in a round hole. You get a coach who wants his system done and can't figure out how to adapt it to fit the guy that's working for him. So I mean, so it becomes this thing, and then that follows that player for years down the line. And it's so fast. It's like fix. And I get you guys' frustration. I really do with Atlanta. And I'm not saying Ritter's any good. I'm just saying I just didn't understand. Like, you have Bijan. Why aren't you playing him more?
But that's coaching. That's coaching. That's the whole point.
It's
coaching. It's coaching, and we have a quarterback that's like inaccurate. He can't throw. Like, he can throw, but he can't throw accurately, right?
Right. So here's me going for the head coaching position. So that's why you have Bijan in there running it most of the time to kind of keep things going while you have this rookie quarterback to train him. Now, I think probably the QB coach is.
He's got to go too.
You think?
He's got to go too. He's
wait a minute. Hold on.
I hate to tell you this, Kyle, but trying to find an owner that's going to pay the price that the Falcons are going to want to be sold. Not going to happen.
Well, it's fine. Like, if Arthur Blank stays, it's not the end of the world. But the only people like Arthur Blank could be questionable. Like, he'll probably stay. I'm not going to be upset about that. The only person in management, and Anthony, you can attest to this, that deserves to keep their job right now is Ryan Nielsen. That is the only person that I want to see on the coaching staff next year. That's it. The defensive coordinator. Nobody else.
Yeah.
I got you.
And the messed up part is we had a better than decent defensive coordinator in our head coach. And instead of keeping him on who would want to take a step back to DC, but still at least you get to keep your job.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping him on, they ran him out of town on a rail, and now he's a half a hair away from